Okay, I'm back. I got me some stuff. I got my gloves on. I've got a lot of resin, but I'm going to use what I've already used, and it's starting to change color because I've had it so long. And this is KS resin, and it's worked pretty good for me so far. So let's hope that it's not too bad since it's been out here for a minute and it's starting to change color on me. So let's go ahead and get this out. So I got this. I'm going to try pouring this, and this is kind of thick right here, this family one. Let's see how that works. And I got a couple of bookmarks in here, and these are some little cherubs. So I'm just going to pour some resin for this and see what we come up with. I guess I still can see I don't have a mask on with this, so I'll wear one, but it's not gonna be one of those days. I'm not gonna wear one today, but I promise, guys, I will be using a mask. So let me see if I can get this poured up. Oh crap, I can't even see it. Okay. Wait, okay. Yeah. Pour too much in here. Measure it properly. I need to have this up higher so I can see it. Good. Okay. I guess I'm just going to pour. This is 1:1 ratio resin. I should have poured in the hardener first. And I'm going to color this too, so we won't have to worry about this trying to be clear or anything. Let's wipe this off. I'm going to mix this. Probably need to get a bigger container, guys, because that ain't big enough. I'm gonna stir it up in this one, then I'm gonna transfer it. See the. Just try to stir it a little bit to get all the swirls out of it. So, what have you guys been working on? I've been diamond painting, and that's pretty much mainly for my coloring channel. And I'm working on one with my my son, my late son, and my daughter. The one of the picture that they took years ago. And it should be done by now, but I haven't been working on it. I got like half of it, literally half of it done, and I got to get the rest of it done. I'm gonna get another one. I got to get it done because my sister wanted me to do a diamond painting of all of us with our parents. We had took a family photo. I think, how long ago has it been? probably back in 2017. I don't remember. But she asked me if I would do a diamond painting of that image of all of us when we us 4 kids took a picture with our parents. We did a family photo. The shenanigans that went on that day. My mom, I ordered my mom one, and she hasn't done hers yet. And then my sister, she wanted one. She's ordered a lot of diamond paintings, and she's not even doing. My mama's doing them, and it's like she didn't started ordering diamond paintings, but then like, why are you ordering them? You're not gonna do them. Mom said that's okay. I'll do them. You know, my mom's gotten into diamond painting. You know, she's retired and she needs something to do when she's got free time. So she's diamond painting, and she's working on one that of my dad. He passed away back in 2021. I can't remember if I told y'all that. I decided to. I made a mess of it. Anyway, so this needs to be heated up because it is warm. I mean cold. This needs to be heated. But anyway, so my sister wanted me to do one of her, and it came a couple of days ago. And I got to kit it up, and I'm going to do it for her because she's not going to do it. She want me to do it for her. Then she was telling me the other day, I said, I want you to do it. I'm like, look, ma'am, I didn't pay for the first diamond painting for you. I mean, they wasn't that much, but you want me to do all these diamond paintings for you, you're going to have to pay for the next one. You know, I don't mind doing them, but I'm not going to keep paying for them. I love my sister, but I'm not doing all that. Y'all knew my sister. Y'all be wanting to just choke her sometimes. But that's her. I mean, that's, you know, she is. I mean, people that don't know her would think she's actually nutty. She is actually. But a lot of people do know her as far as family. And she is a hot mess. Love my sister, but she talk crazy. And it ain't all because of her MS. She has MS, and she's finally living with my mom now, where she shouldn't have been living by herself for a long time. But anyway, she's a lot to, what am I thinking about? Okay, my heat gun, that's what I'm trying to find. Where's the darn thing? But here it is. But yeah, she does not, she talks crazy sometimes, put it that way. And MS can do that to you too, but that's my sister. That's not all MS. She's a trip. Okay, so I'm gonna heat this up a little bit, and plus try to pop the bubbles in it. I should have did this before I started. Because this is too cold. Get it mixed good. So I'm just heating it up a little bit. Probably going away just heat it a little bit. Okay. Get that out of the way. I need to get me another heat gun because I really don't be using this one for my resin. Because I really don't want to get resin all over my heat gun. This is one of my new ones I bought. Because I had 2 craft heat guns. One, I got it from Michael's. And I was doing something. I guess I was using too much or whatever. And it just like went out on me. It just stopped working. So I got this heavy duty one. I was doing something with it that wasn't crafting. So that's probably why. Because I had it plugged up to one of those heavy duty extension cords. And then I was running it too much and it just quit. I think I blew the fuse in it or something. So I got this one. But I'm going to get another one for my crafting. Because again, I don't want to get resin all over my new, clean up a little with alcohol. I don't want to get resin all over my new heat gun. Okay, so let's put that there. Let's go ahead and spray some resin in this. I mean, smack on that so that will cure before I do clean it up. Okay, so now I want to get, oh, I thought I had all this out. I want to use some little, I want to dye some of this or color it, tint it or something. So use these little things. Let's see, got something in it. I'm thinking I'll probably do it in 2 or 3 colors. I'm gonna see if I can do it in 3 colors. I don't know what colors. So I'm gonna pour some here. And I'm going to use alcohol inks in this. I don't know how much this mold takes. So we'll do 4 colors since I got so much resin. And oh, I'll probably pour too much in those. Let's see. Let's do some green. Blue, some kind of blue. And let's do terracotta and what's the yellow? No, not yellow. Nah. Probably like another green, like a string. Let's see. I don't know, guys. I'm just doing something. Oh. Stuff falling over. Okay, so I'm gonna use okay. So I'm gonna drop some drops in here. I need to pour some more. I don't know if y'all can see this. Move it over so you can see it. So on this one I use, well, this one don't have a color. I hate when the way they just got the new bottles now going, they don't have the name of the color on here. So I can't tell you the name of the color on that one. And I don't know if they since changed them again to put, because I haven't bought Adirondack inks in a while. I'll let that sit some. I'm going to, this color, see this is what I was looking for. This is called Stream. I'm putting 4 drops, so to start. I pour too much resin in these things. I should have got the bigger ones. Use bigger little let that sit for a minute. And then this one I'm using lettuce. This is kind of a green color. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put it extra. Drop that. Haven't poured resin in a while, guys. I've been wanting to do so much, but I haven't had the, what's the word? I haven't had the real I've had the desire to do it. I just haven't had the motivation to do it. I'm always wanting to craft. I always want to be busy with my hands, but either I'm not, I'm not, I don't have the oomph to get up and do it, or I got my grandkids. And most of the times when they're here is when I want to do it, but then I can't because they're here. You know. And the older ones I don't really have to pay attention to. You know, I have to watch because most of them they're just playing the Xbox or something. But the little ones, especially the 3-year-old, and if I have the 9-month-old, they require more attention. They require my full attention. You know how little kids are. For those that have kids and grandkids, y'all know. You just can't let them fend for themselves. You have to watch them because sometimes the big ones won't watch them. They too into their Xbox game to pay attention to them. So I can't do anything while they're here. But I did have the 3-year-old, and he get to the point where he want me. I go over there, and I just know I'm ain't gonna come up because anytime I show up, and even if I don't tend to bring her, I knew somehow I'm gonna end up bringing him back with me, and I just made a crazy freaking mess. Let's see if I can scoop some of this up, guys. I need this back in this pot. I need this back in my thing. Let's move these other out the way so I won't knock them over. Then I'm going to be having a super mess. Okay. Scoop that back up on now. Let's start and put this back in here. I'm making a crazy mess, y'all. This is another reason I don't like resin. It's messy. And this is what can happen. I make messes like this. It's just messy. I love resin. It's just messy. Sometimes I don't mind being messy, but and look, I'm spilling this some more. Look at him. Okay. All right. Let me put that in there. Let's put that there. See, I'm gonna keep one of my gloves clean. And let's see if we can clean this up. Again, clean these other things. I don't want to knock them over. This is just alcohol, guys. I mean, it's not 50% alcohol because I bought the bottle just because it's a spray bottle, and I refill it. The paper towel and clean this bit up. Spray my glove again. Get another paper towel. I usually have baby wipes, but I haven't brought any out here in a while because if I don't come out here that much. If I leave them out here, they're just gonna dry out. So even if they're good and closed up, they will dry out. That's just how much I don't come out here and use my stuff. I'm trying to clean this up as good as possible, guys, because I don't want to have a mess later. I gotta make sure I get it all off my desk. Don't want curing on my desk. Okay. I hope this thing is level, because I bought a leveling thing, and I think I showed that to y'all. The little leveling thing I bought. Well, the little feet, and I put them on a piece of plywood. And let's start over here. And I think I probably need to pour some more resin. You know what? It doesn't have to be full all the way. What color I want to do next? Let's do this color next. This doesn't have to be full all the way, guys. So I'm not going to fill it up. What next? Let's see. I think this color go good next. And then this last color, green. Oh shoot, I'm spilling in my thing. And that's another thing. I gotta be careful because I don't want to spill this into my darn machine while I'm pouring. This doesn't have to be full. Okay, so I think I like that. All right, so I'm just gonna clean these up right quick. I like cooking. I like to clean as I go. Okay, then with the little cherub mold, I'm going to be using the new inks that I hauled from Amazon earlier. I have to go ahead and spray everything. And do those in metallics. I think those would be cute. Those are I'm not making those for a swap anyway. So the little cherubs. And when I brought the mold, I didn't look all the way through the listing of it. Because when I thought they was all the same pose, but when I got the mold, they're like different poses. They're not the same. They are cherubs, but they're not the same pose. I said, well, that's cool. That's a nice plus. Like I said, I'm using lots of paper towels and everything to clean this up. And it cleans it real easy, guys, with alcohol. When it's dry, I mean wet. You want to do this while it's wet. For all you people that don't pour resin, these are for you. And you know you would like to start or get into it. Alcohol is the best thing to clean up resin while it's still wet. But it's still good to keep in, because even when you get it on your hands, you put alcohol, you don't want this stuff on your hands. You want to be protected. And because it still sometimes use a slight residue on your hands even if you use alcohol. and it's just not good for your hands, your skin. So you want to clean this with alcohol, with gloves, or even if you're not cleaning, when you're messing with resin, period, have on gloves, please. And see, with this resin, I'm not even smelling the resin, I'm smelling alcohol. And I guess, you know, alcohol can be potent too, or hazardous for your health, but I like to smell alcohol. I mean, that doesn't give me a reason to not wear a mask, but, and I'm not being fully PPE here, guys, so when y'all working with this stuff, wear a mask. Okay, I think I got all that cleaned up. Okay, so got some on the side of that. So I got some resin left, and I think I'm going to pour these into the little bookmarks here. So I'm going to use, I'm not going to use as much this time, and I don't think all this resin is going to be needed for these bookmarks. I think I'm actually going to use the same colors as I used for the that family sign. Oh shoot. Well, I can use this again because I'm using the same color, so no biggie. Okay, so we're going to use these same colors. I'm going to pour 2 colors into each of the bookmarks right here. I probably need as much drops because I don't have as much resin this time poured. I'm just going to go ahead and pour these up real quick. Oh gosh, so it's been hot, but like last week and for like it seemed like forever we had rain, and that's what right after we had got a pool, I finally got my husband to replace the pool that we took down over 2 years ago to get another pool, and then it rains. We only got in it probably like once or twice since we had it, and because it's been raining, so he had took some water out of the pool and went ahead and tested, and the alkalinity in it was very low and the pH was high. So we had to get them chemicals and stuff to get the water because it would not clear up. It was foggy. They just couldn't put shock in it and it would, you know, clear up. It wouldn't do that. Got rid of the algae, but it just wouldn't clear up. It was just foggy. You couldn't see the bottom. At the pool, let's put some more in here. No, you know what? I'll wait just in case I don't need to pour more. And anyway, so we did all that and it still didn't work. It was still not clearing up. Cleared up very little. Bought over $100 for stuff, for chemicals to fix this pool. Needless to say, made Brian mad. He said, let's just drain it and sell it. You're not selling my pool, dude. So, a few days ago, he said, well, we'll just drain it and refill it. No sooner it stopped raining, we didn't do anything for it. We didn't put more shock in it. When no sooner it stops raining, it started cleaning up on its own. We didn't do nothing else to it. So we figured out it was a darn rain that was messing up the pool. Because every time we treat it and then we wanted to get it and try to get in it, they would rain. Okay, what colors I want together? I think I want the colors. You see the green and the, yeah, we do those colors together. I gotta be careful, Trish. You don't want this going off into your little thingy here. Let's pour this from this end. Don't pour too much. I don't want it to spill into my machine. You know, I think it probably won't be a problem. Let me just get it out, but I still don't want that mess. Okay, so yeah, so we've been having issues with the pool because it didn't want to clear up, but then the rain was the cause of it not clearing up. I think I poured just enough. Well, I got a little bit left in those, but okay. All right, now I want to blend these a little bit. So I'm gonna need a toothpick just to blend it a little bit. Okay, yeah, this thing up level because it's more down here than it is down here. But I want to take the heat to it a little bit because it does have some bubbles. Just want to pop the bubbles a little bit. I don't want to move the resin, I just want to pop them bubbles. I don't want it spilling off into my machine. So I'm good and far away from it so that it doesn't move the resin. I just want to pop them bubbles. I don't think I see it. I'm not trying to spray alcohol up in there either. I don't want it getting moist. I don't know if that'll mess it up. I had to watch more videos on that part. Okay. Alright, so now I want to pour these, and let's see, I need to pour something. You know what, this resin, I'm going to pour it in something else, but I'm not going to pour it. I'm not going to put the things in there. I'm going to see if we can, I don't know if we need to put something on this or not. I don't know if it'll stay on there or not, but you know what, I'm gonna make this little dome-like type thingy. I'm gonna put a resin in here. Let's go ahead and put the rest of this resin in the bottom first. If it'll come on, because it's trying to cure. I could have just poured in these and then mixed it. I'm just pouring the rest of this resin in these. And get a little bit more. I'm not going to add any more alcohol inks to it though. I'm just going to stir it and then pour it into that. I probably can't see what I'm doing because I got so much on my desk. But I'm going to pour this. I think I might have to heat this a little bit because it's curing, it's setting up a little bit. And then we're going to do another cleanup. So I'm going to heat this a little bit. Clean my hands off. Make sure I got all the resin off my gloves. Because again, I don't want to mess up my heat gun. Getting it all over my gun. And then we'll do a cleanup. Another cleanup. Okay. I'll start popping those bubbles. Wait a minute. So I'm just crafting, guys. This is like a let's craft with me type of thing. I might put that in the title. I mean, y'all see that in the title if I do. Let's pop those bubbles. Let's pop all these bubbles. Pop, pop, pop. The resin and I'm popping. I hope this thing doesn't need to be pinned closed because I'm not in the mood for all of that. So just go back and just put this top on there and it doesn't ooze out the sides. Please don't come undone. Or whatever else I got, when I got left, if I have anything left, I'll just pour it in here too if this isn't full. See, this is what you can do when you have resin left over, you didn't pour too much and you didn't measure it. You know, you didn't go over your molds and see how much you're going to need for each mold. If you got some resin left and you don't want to waste it, just put it in something random, because then this could be, I mean, it's just a spear, and you can just pour your leftover resin into it. Even if it cures, you can still let it sit, and when you pour in resin again, just pour it in there until it's full, and it'll be a creation from your leftover resin. So I'm going to heat this a little bit more, one more time, so I can see if I can get some more of it. I mean, all you got to do is heat it. When it starts to cure, it's like it's starting to thicken up, just heat it a little bit, and it'll make it pliable again. Get in there. Get on in there. So let's see if I can get all of this out of there. Get on in there. Come on, pour. See, yeah, this is not going to fill this up. But no biggie. Like I said, if I have more resin left over, I just pour it in here. And if I don't have any leftovers and I fill this up now, just set it to the side, and whenever you start pouring resin again and you have some left over, just pour it in there. It doesn't have to be poured all at once to make a project up. Come on. And this is just over a little halfway full, so I'm not gonna get all of this to fill it up. Okay, that's good enough. All right, so I'm gonna clean these up. I'll clean this up real quick. Like I said, resin you love the results of it, but it's just a messy process. It is a messy craft. So if you don't like messes, then you might not want to try this. And not this kind of resin anyway. There's when I first started pouring resin, I was using amazing casting resin that it cures in a matter of minutes. But the only problem with that, I don't want to say it's a problem, but the only thing with that was it was anything you cast with it, it was white. It would turn white. It would be clear when you pour it, but then once it cured, it would turn white. And you could tint it, but it would take a lot of tint to color it. And it just didn't turn out more real with the color you want it to be, unless you use a lot. You gotta use a lot of coloring in it to get it the color you want. I have seen people use acrylic paint in their resin, but I've never seen people, in this kind of resin, but I've never seen it done in the amazing casting resin. And you can usually get that resin at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Mostly Hobby Lobby. I haven't really bought resin from Michael's because I don't go to Michael's that much because it's farther away since I moved out here. So I tend not to go to Michael's unless I'm in the area. But so they may have it. I'm pretty sure they have resin, but I'm not sure what kind. I know they have this kind because I have bought this kind of resin from them too. They have their brand resin. What is that? What is that? American Craft. It's the one with the red and white label. They have their own resin. I know they sell that, but I don't know if they have their amazing casting resin. But I won't say they don't have it. I just don't know if they have it or not because I never bought it there. And I'm just gonna spray every time. But yeah. I don't know if I have any of that. It's the same kind of, it's the same brand rather, that you can use. Well, it's not used, but it to make molds, to make your silicone molds. And it's the same brand. Y'all can probably go back and see some videos where I did that. If I remember, and if I think I made some videos of me pouring that amazing casting resin. I'll link those videos below. I'm not going to put them up there in the little side because I don't think I know how to do that. Yeah, I probably do. I just ain't thinking right now. Okay, so all these are clean. Wait a minute. I go on the bottom of that one. Make sure they're good and clean. I'm going to move this out the way. Try not to knock that off. I'm not even going to touch it because it's in 2 pieces. I don't even want to mess with that. I might see if I can move it around, but I'm not lifting it. Oh, let's see. Yeah, no problem. I can lift it. Just don't want it to come apart. Let's move this back over some. Off the mat. Move the mat over some this way. Yes, and you want to go, like I said, you're going to need a silicone mat because, like I said, you don't want this stuff getting on your work surface. Because I don't know how it'll react with your work, so even if you clean it off before you even get it cleaned off. So, and it's just easier to come off with silicone mat. Other than my video, guys, for the first time watching anything poured, any resin craft, just watch some other resin videos. This is really not a teaching video. This is I'm just crafting because I had the time to do it, and I gotta. Ooh, that's still hot. Got more bubbles. I'm trying to pop these. Now, also heating your resin will cure it too, kind of fast. Because now those bubbles ain't popping. I probably heated it too much. But, so, yeah, that's the thing in there. Okay, so now we're going to pour up some resin. I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. Please don't open it. So, I'm not even going to... Should I clean this out? Yeah, I probably should. You know what? I'm going to heat this resin, see if I can pour it in there. Just a little bit more here. I can try pouring in there. I'm going to see if I can heat this some more. Pour this into that sphere. Get it to flow out of there. And down into there. Come on. Come on. He's coming. Slowly but surely he's coming. That's a lot of resin in there. I didn't feel like cleaning all that out. Here the kids next door outside. Our neighbor, he had COPD, and for the last 3 years he's been in the hospital, in and out of the hospital, mostly in. And he's been sick and everything. And just like a couple of weeks ago he finally passed away. And so his grandbaby's over there. Yesterday, I think it was. No, Saturday. My daughter came over. They got in the pool. Well, it was good. They came over and got in the pool, and my babies was in the pool, and Carson, I think he's the oldest of all of them. I don't know how old he is. I think probably like 10 or 11. I don't even think he's that old. Probably 9 or something like that. And he was out there mowing the grass with what they have electric mower, and he stopped when he saw the kids over here in the pool, and he, poor baby, he just stopped, and I guess he started thinking about his papa, because he had his head down on the lawnmower, like he just stopped, and he was remember his papa, and I think it got to him because they got a pool too, and they used to get in the pool, and yeah, I guess he was just remember his grandfather, and it got to him. The next thing I know, I looked up. I was trying to look over and let him know I was watching him. But he eventually went in the house. He got upset. I'm thinking that's what happened, because he would call my grandkids and like, y'all come over and play, but he was already he was cutting the grass, doing pushing the electric mower, and he saw them over there, and I think he just got upset because he started remembering his papa. I never met Mike because he was always sick. My husband Brian would go over there and talk to him, and his wife Pam, she was, when he was in the hospital or something like that, she would call and let us know how he was doing or whatever. And or she would ask us to watch the house or the kids or something, because his mom was over there, but she was elderly, and sometimes she would ask us to keep an eye out over there, or go in and check on her, while she was in the hospital with him. So it's sad. When he passed away, she had called and told me, and I Brian had already told me because his daughter had posted it on Facebook or something, and she was telling me that she wanted to she was telling her daughter, wanted her daughter Katie to come over and cut the grass. I think this was before he had passed, and then but I went over there and cut the grass for him. This was after they passed. After he had, I heard, found out he passed, and wasn't nobody there but his mom. She didn't want to. Pam, his wife, she was at her mom's house, so she was over there, and his mom was over there. But she wanted to come back to the house where he was, so. Because she had come down from Silicon for, would help with him for the last 3 years. He got worse. And she come outside, and she was so distraught. Of course, she was upset, and I talked to her. I had my lawnmower just running, and, it's running more. But I still had it running because I got off of it, and she come outside, and I was talking to her and gave her a hug and everything. And, yeah. It was bad. It was sad. But anyway, so I got all that cleaned up. Put that there. If I have any more resin left, I will be pouring that in that little thing right there. Okay, so now I'm going to pour some more. So I'm going to clean this out. So I'm going to pour some more resin. And I'm not going to use no more of that. You know what? I'm going to use this color. I'm going to use and this time I'm going to pour hardener first. I'm going to be coloring this. So I'm not going to, oh gosh, I don't know how much I should pour. You know what? I'm going to pour it in this first. I'm going to mix up probably 40 milliliters. Hopefully that'll be enough. Milliliters. And wait a minute, hold it. I forgot which is which. I guess that's for that one. That's the hardener. And then okay. Guess I figure I'm probably not going to use that much for this because it's a small mold. See, use this one. And I'm just going to, I'm going to do them all one color. Well, no, I might do them a couple colors. How many is in there? There's 7. I don't know how many I'm going to do. You know what? I pour more than one color. I know I want to do rose gold. So I know I want to do rose gold. So I'm going to stir that in a minute, but I'm going to get out a couple of colors I'm going to pour first. Yeah, let's see. Well, there's something with pink or fuchsia or something. Yeah, let's do these colors. I'm going to do rose gold and fuchsia. So let me get... Oh, wait a minute, let me clean these off. Let me clean these. Don't want them curing on here. Clean all these up. And, we're going to pour it in the little containers. And, okay. That means, guys, you got to mix this until it's well. Mix it. They say mix it for stir it for like 2 minutes. Try not to vigorously stir it because the more you stir it fast, you get bubbles in it. I mean, that's what you can get bubbles out of it. So I'm going to stir this. Wait, let me see. So, there's our clean. Make sure my mat's good and clean. So, you just stir it. Now there's directions how to mix this. Sometimes they have you pour it in a different container. Make sure it's thoroughly. I'm not doing that. I mean, y'all can follow the directions to a T if you like. I personally, I don't do it all the time. Hardly ever. Just make sure it's good and thoroughly mixed. And scraping the sides periodically. Make sure it's mixed. And sometimes also is the popping the bubbles. You're going to just spray alcohol in it to pop the bubbles, and that won't make it cure faster. But putting heat to it will make it cure faster. So I'm going to bring in. I thought I had two bigger than things. You know what? I'm going to use cups this time. So I'm going to use cups this time so I can pour it all up into these two colors. I was thinking I want to use that with the first things I just poured. Okay, again, I'm going to get some alcohol and I'm going to spray that in there and set it aside so it won't be so hard to clean. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and clean this too, because I won't be using it anymore. Okay, I'm going to use a couple of these. And okay. So again, this one is fuchsia. This is going to be metallic alcohol inks. Oh, come on. Don't tell me I gotta cut this. I believe I do. Darn it. Hold on, guys. Whew. It's getting hot out here. Let's see. Yep, looks like I gotta cut it. Alright, let's see. You know what? That's a good thing they ship it like that. Because I have seen where things like that, when you order it and it spills off in the package before you get it. Oh God, did I just drop that in there? I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking I was going to get any ink that spills out of the into there, but I dropped a little cut off in there. No, I got to cut off. So I'm just squirting some in. I don't know how much because I really want it to show up really good. You got to shake this stuff because it settles. I think this time I'm not going to cut that over. I'm just going to cut it over this napkin. But yeah, I guess that's a good thing that they have them come like that. See, that's what I was doing. See how that come out of there? That's what I was trying to avoid it spilling if it happened to do that while I was cutting that top off. Okay, I gotta clean it up because I don't want that messy. Okay. Alright. Let's stir it up real good. And I don't want these, I want these kind of opaque, but not a lot. So I might have to put some color in these. Not like this rose gold. I'm gonna have to put some more, of the look at that. I might put some more fuchsia in this one, because that one, this one can stand some more. That one is pretty good. We'll see. All right. So let me see if I can move the machine over so you can see me pour these. Sit up, would you? And I think I probably might have poured too much resin. I'm gonna pour the rose gold first. You know what? I want to spray some alcohol on these because these got little crevices. I'm not gonna just put a little more alcohol in there, but I'm not. I didn't spray the machine because I don't want to. I don't want something will come out. Okay, I got it. Just want to pour. And like I said, if I got some left over, I can just pour it in my little spear right there. Pour some of that little one. This little one right here. This thing is not level. I should have put it on my little level thing. But I am going to pop those bubbles a little bit. So we're gonna have some. We're gonna have to cut something off. Pour too much. Oh well. No biggie. Okay, so that's that roll, or that. That one. And then, oh, let's see. Let's just get this one. Now the next one, I'm only gonna, I'm gonna pour these. I'm gonna pour this. I poured this mold before, and it turned out pretty. I don't really know what I did with it. I want to pour my koi fish and a big bookmark, and that's gonna be all. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the rest of this, and I'm gonna, these are words. I'll show y'all these words: family, smile, believe, best, kiss, dream, wish, and baby. So whatever I got left of these, I'm just gonna pour them. Let's spray these. I don't know which one I'm pouring, but because I just want to pour some. So let's do, wait a minute, I think I poured a little too much. All right, let's pour this fuchsia in the kiss one. know what? I'll come back to that. Because I'll probably do 2 colors in one of them. Let's try Dream with the rose gold. Oops. And then let's try Wish. Oops. Oh, that's going too fast. Slow down, Trish. Okay. Let's try Best with this fuchsia. Oh, I can't see. Ah! Okay, I got a little bit left. Let's do, what's the smallest one? Is it Baby or Smile? Let's do Best. Pour the rest of this in here, then we'll pour in rose gold for the rest of it. Come on. That's good enough. Then we're going to pour in rose gold for the rest. And again, if I have this rose gold left, I'll just pour it in the sphere. Yeah, let's see. Just a little bit. And just a teeny bit of this fuchsia I'm going to pour in here too. The thing I like about these little cups is when you get done with them, you just throw them away. Oh, I need to start using them more often. So I just forget I have them. Okay, so now I'm going to show y'all a trick, guys. Now, where's the lid? Okay, here's the lid to this little jar. This is the lid, and I'm going to show y'all a trick. Now, to measure how much resin you're going to need, I'm going to get my big container here. This right here. This right here. It's plastic. I got these at Dollar Tree. And what you do, I'm going to take this out because I don't want to spill any liquid in my machine. So what I'm doing, I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me see if I can put it in view where I need. So there's this part right here. That's the lid, and this is the jar part. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pour water in here, and this is how I'm going to measure my resin. So I'm just going to pour the water in here, fill it up. Come on. Problem is the resin doesn't have the same consistency of water, so sometimes this is not the best way to do it. But you just fill it up, and then we're going to add a tad more resin when I pour this. I'm going to leave that open. And then what you do, when you want to pour resin for something, just pour it in there. Okay, so I got the water poured in here, and I got it all poured up level. And so what you do is you try to carefully pour the water without spilling it into, see, I spilled some. What I do usually, if I just slide it over to the edge and I kind of tilt it and pour it off in there. And let's see if we can do this one. This is probably easier. Yeah. And that is how you measure your resin. So you see how much you have, and then you go from there. Now with the water, because I use water here. You know what, guys? Another thing, I'm going to go ahead and pour some resin for this. I'm going to pour some water into this little koi fish mold. And I'm getting water all over the place instead of in the darn mold. So I'm going to carefully pick that up, pour that in there. And let me see. I'm going to see if I can put a couple more molds in here. I mean, I was pretty much pouring just enough molds to try this thing out. But I think if I can fit some more in here, I think I'm going to put some more in here. So, let's see. I'll pour these out. Plus, I want to see how, if these molds, these kind of molds will work, how well they work with these two. So, at this time, I'm going to pour some water from this little thing right here. And then pour it in there. Okay. And that'll tell you about how much resin you need. And there you go. So again, I'm going to slide this off. Try to... Oh, I'm spilling it. But it gives you an approximate idea of how much you're going to need, how much resin you're going to need. And what I want to do, I'm just going to slide that water off in there. Yeah, so y'all get the idea. Yeah, get the idea. So, and normal, some of my molds I've done this too. I've actually taken a permanent marker and written how many milliliters or how much water it, I measured up and put it and wrote it on the molds. Now, it didn't work. I mean, it's still on there as long as I don't touch it because it's permanent marker on silicone and it kind of rubbed off. But it pretty much got the idea. So now I gotta dry this. Now, yeah, make sure after you do that, you gotta turn your mold inside out and dry them because you don't want the water mixing with the resin. Let's pop that back out. Let's dry it out really well. Get all I think I got all that out. So now I'm putting, let me see, hope these two can fit. Because I want to see how they work with this kind of mold. I got a different kind of, they're all silicone, but they like a different kind of silicone, you know what I mean? So let's dry out my koi fish mold. Ah! Set that back in there. What's that? What is that? What is that? Something in my dang mold. And so it's like I have, I'm gonna set this down and look at it. And it looks like I have a little over about 4 ounces of resin that I need to pour. So I'm going to pour this water back in here. And dry this out. Now, that's fine. So I'm going to use these because these, wait a minute, this is 4 milliliters. This is metrics liters. So I didn't come up to the metrics on here, so I can't use that side. So I'm going to have to get measuring. Ooh, ooh, it's hot. Let's see. Oh, is this clean? Nope, I can clean this. Poured resin out of there that had alcohol in it. I'm going to clean this one up. So that is one way that, well, that's normally how the way I pour resin. When you don't want to pour, when you don't want to pour more than you need, then that's how you measure your resin for your whatever particular mold you're going to use. And you know, if you spill water or trying to get it in the container to measure it or whatever, or if you don't fill it up to as much as you know, fill it all the way up, you can, you know, guesstimate about how much more or less you need to pour. And then you won't have so much left over. But it's better to have, I don't know, it's probably really not going to matter if you have more or less. Because you can always mix it more up and pour it in there unless you're mixing something. Then you got to make sure you're mixing the right amount of resin. So wait a minute. So what I should have did is pour that into the other containers, because that was, this is measured in ounces. So I'm going to pour this water back in here to where it was. God darn it. Oh, pour too much. And then we'll pour it into one of my silicone molds with the correct measurements on it. Stop moving. I think that's about it. Okay, so now I'm going to pour the resin into this. And it's not big enough, so I'm going to have to go to the next one. And then it'll show me how many milliliters I need. Because this thing measures in ounces and liters on this side, but it didn't come all, well, it didn't come all the way up to the milliliter side, so I couldn't use that. So now it's at, let's see, it's at about 5 milliliters. So I'm going to need 5 milliliters of resin. No, that's 5 ounces. Oh my God. Well, shoot, I could have just, yeah, I had it. This cup measures ounces, guys. I wasn't even paying attention. Duh, Trish. Well, I got it. I looked at it. I saw it. So, no biggie. So, now let's put the water away. Don't mind me, y'all. Just follow what I do. Okay, let's pour this up. Make sure it's dry, because again, you don't want water mixing with your resin. Make sure it's good and dry. Okay, so now we're going to pour the hardener first. And I'm going to pour it to like 2.5. Wait a minute. You know, it was 4.5. No, 5 milliliters. So we need to pick 2.5 milliliters. 2.5 ounces. Oh, let's see. 2.5 ounces. You know what? Let me find it first so I know where I'm at. Okay. And I need to go ahead and mark this because I can't see it. I need to mark on the outside. I think I got it right though. Right there. Okay. Got it. Right on 2.5. Did good with that. Okay. I'm going to put the other half all the way up to 5 ounces of the resin. Oh, slow down, Trish. Don't pour too much. Okay. All right. I always like to clean my lid off in case I get something on the rim, and then you put your cap back on this stuck and you can't open it. You have problems. Okay, so we got this, and I'm going to mix this for 2 minutes. And guys, I'm going to pause this. I know you want to stay here and watch me stir this for 2 minutes like I did last time. I don't even think I really timed it. But I'm going to stir this for 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. It's all good and mixed. You can stir it longer, but they say stir it for at least 2 minutes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of this to pour into these 2 molds. I'm going to leave the rest in here to pour in this mold. Gotta get stuff out of it. I'm thinking I want to use something metallic and maybe some glitter in this one, in the jar, but I don't know what yet. So we got pearl white, but I think I probably wanted something else. Let's do, oh, I like champagne. Let's do champagne. Let's do champagne. Then let's see, pick some glitter. Now also, but for the koi, okay, I was going to use this color for the koi fish, because this is kind of an orange color. This is terracotta, and I'm not sure. I think I'm going to use something pink and maybe a purple for certain cans. I know I remember, I think purple is for, oh god, I forgot what color purple was for, but I think it was pancreatic cancer. I can't remember, but I know that the pink is for breast cancer, so I'm going to pour some pink for that one. So I'm going to see if I can find something close to pink. I'll probably have to mix it with something. And actually, I want to make this opaque, but all of my ink started, all the inks are inside. So I don't, let's see, purple, and that's crazy because I took some of my alcohol inks in the house that I actually had pink, and I left them in the house. Oh, I forgot why I took them in the house. But this will do. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so I got my 2 colors for that. For the ribbons, and I want to find some glitter of something to put in with the champagne. Let's see. Let's try this. Let's put stars. Let's see. I think that'll go good together. Put some stars in there. Glitter stars. Okay. So I'm not gonna put heat to this. I'm gonna spray some alcohol in there because there's bubbles on top. Okay, so I'm going to pour a little bit for one. I didn't measure this. I just I forgot. I didn't think to measure the individual. I just measure enough how much resin I need. Trish, you won't think. Okay, not a problem. We'll just guesstimate. Let's see. I'm gonna clean this off. Clean that off so I can set that there. I'm just gonna pour a little bit of resin for one of the ribbons. We're gonna pour the ribbons first. I'm gonna put this purple in here, and so if I need some more, I'd rather pour less, not as much as I need, instead of, let's get another, instead of pouring more, because, well, if I have some left over, I can pour it in the sphere over there. So Let's see if this is enough. That'll pour into this ribbon. Let's spray this a little bit, get the bubbles out. And I'm going to spray my mold a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and spray them all. This is, I'm just going to do one squirt or a couple. So I won't get, I thought I'll probably get some bubbles, but it limits some of the bubbles. Okay. Let's move this over. Let's pour this in here. Pour. That was perfect. I poured just the right amount. Perfect, Trish. That was perfect. Clean this out. Now let's see if we can do that again for the next one. Oops. Make sure this in the trash. Don't get no on the floor. Let's see if we can do that again. Put just the right amount for the... I think I poured too much. Let me see if I can pour some of that back. I think that's a little too much. It's a teeny bit. I'd rather be less than more. I mean, no big deal if it is, because then I just pour it in the sphere. Oh, this is not the color I wanted. This is purple too. I was like the same purple I just poured. What's a little pink? That little pink. I just poured a little bit, so it might be okay. Yeah, it might be okay. Let's see. See, this was this, and it says pink. I can't see that. I ain't got my glasses on. I got my contacts in, but not my glasses on. I told you guys, like I said, I'm nearsighted, and I can I'm gonna put these where I want them to be, so I won't have to move them again after I get the resin poured in them. So I should be letting this sit a little bit because that got bubbles in it. That's water. So clean it. That's not good. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and pour this. Oh, I think I probably did it again. I did. I think I did good. I didn't pour. Let me stop pouring it because I was stuff in overflow. No, that was pretty good. Not so bad. Not so bad. Not so bad. Yeah. I got that on my thing of glitter. Alright, so we'll clean that out. And it really gotta be that clean. Okay, now let's pour some up for the koi fish. Hoping that would be enough. And then I'm going to put some of this terracotta in there to color it. You know what? I need to clean that off. I need to clean that off. Because that's just, yes, if you don't clean off your alcohol inks, yeah, if you think it's alcohol, if that dries, you're going to have problems getting that off, getting your cap off. I promise you, you will. You won't believe how alcohol inks will cause you not to be able to open your cap if you got ink all over it. I had some caps that was hard to get off because it had ink all over it. So yeah, if you get ink on around your cap, you have to clean it off, because you may think it's not gonna dry and stick, but it will. I mean, it'll dry and it's, you know, because it's alcohol, but it will stick. So you have problems getting your cap off. And let's see if we can get this all mixed up pretty good for the fish. And if I have too much, then I can just pour it into the sphere. I think I poured too much for that. And I think it's trying to go down in my thing. I think I spilled some right there. Got a Q-tip. Don't want that spilling off into my thing. Okay. Where's that that toothpick I had? Oh, here's another one. So. Okay. That was okay. I got a little bit left. And it's not gonna hurt my jar. Okay. All right. Now let's see what we're gonna do with this. Let's got where's on the side of the cup. Let's see what we're gonna do with this. Okay, this is gonna be the last thing. Then we're gonna start this machine up and see how it works. Okay, so we're going to use the champagne. We're gonna shake it up because it settles. Now y'all can make your own alcohol inks. All you need is alcohol and some mica powder or eyeshadow. Make your own alcohol inks. I think I even got a video on doing that. Of course, there's other other videos out there to show you how to do it as well. But it's really simple. Where's my scissors? Where are my scissors? I'm spinning this thing. Oh, damn. I'm turning too fast and not paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay, so we gotta cut this open. Don't squeeze the bottle, of course. And I got it over this. Okay, so now we're gonna. I'm gonna put quite a bit in there. That's a lot of resin. And then, oh, that is gorgeous. I'm gonna stir it thoroughly. Get it off the sides. I wouldn't be mad if it was like a marbly effect if I didn't stir it all. You know, I'm gonna try that. Let's see if I can see what happened if I don't stir the ink all the way through. See if I get some kind of marbly effect. I'm gonna stir this until I get it good and mixed. Okay, Now I'm gonna put some of these in there. Yeah, it's gonna be a little opaque. I probably put too much, but that's what it looks like. Well, we'll see. And I think these darn stars probably settle somewhere anyway, so it would be nice if some of them float up. So I'm not gonna put a whole lot. And I got this glitter from Hobby Lobby, and this is called Unicorn Tears. And that's what it looks like, guys. You can see that. So I guess all I'm missing, gonna mix it and do it that. Now, I read the instructions and I don't remember them. So I'm going to be doing some guesstimation work on this thing. Because my instructions are in the house. I know they are because that's why I saw them at last. So I was about to craft them in the house. I don't know how they got in the house, but that's what they are. The instructions for this. Or they might be out here, but at the moment I don't feel like looking for them. So we are not going to be going by exact instructions that come with the machine, because I don't have them out here with me, or I don't know where they're at, and I don't feel like looking for it. So I am going to, if I just set it for a little bit, and then come back and check it again and just reset it again, we'll do that. Make sure everything is closed up. Don't want it spilling. Ooh, side. Okay, so let's spray some alcohol here. I see bubbles on the top. Oh, on. Okay, so we're going to pour some. That wouldn't be so bad if the stars do flow to the bottom. Because then it'd be around the rim. And this has a bit of a top on it. And I think that worked out perfectly. Let me get this small one. I'm gonna get this big one. And I'm gonna get so get this resin out of here. Oh, I'm so excited to see how it's gonna turn out. I made this one time before. I don't know where the thing at. I don't know if I gave it away or what, but I don't have it. I haven't seen it. I poured this mold one time before, this jar mold, and it was cute. The only thing is I messed up the top of it, because I was trying to demold it before it cured all the way, the lid, and it's like I got like a little ball of some type on the top, and the ball come off into the mold. So, but the mold, I mean the lid, you know, it turned out okay. I mean, it turned out good. It's just that part come off because I was impatient and was trying to demold it before it actually cured all the way. So again, the little knob or little thingy on the top of the lid that you actually grab to take the lid off the jar, it broke off into the mold. So let's see, isn't that pretty? So now let's see. Now I'm going to set this, I'm going to go ahead and set this for 2 hours. Now normally this would take like 18 to 24 hours for this to cure. We're going to see what it does in 2 hours with this. I'm just going to clean my hands off some more, guys. See how I do it with 2 hours with this little machine here. Let's see. I'll take a picture of the screen on the side here, on one side, get it set up and turned on and stuff. But I'm gonna put this one on. I'm not gonna put, oops, I don't need the other, oh shoot. Do I need to move this over some? Yeah, that was in the way. Okay, cool. All right, so now I'm gonna put the lid on. Let's see now. Oh, get on there. Okay, so it's all set. Now I'm going to plug it up. I didn't even take the thing off. Let's see. You know what, let me go ahead and clean some of this up first, and then I'm going to go ahead and take these gloves off. Let's go ahead and clean this up first. Do some cleaning up, and then I'll turn the machine on so I can take these gloves off. You clean your gloves up pretty good too, so that you can use them again. I got multiple pair, but I try to make things last as long as possible. So like I said, we're just gonna clean up with alcohol. We're gonna let that cure. And like I said, it's not full, but when I do pour some more resin, all I have to do is just, I think this one have water in it. All I have to do is just pour more resin in it and let that cure, and it'll be fine. Just clean up everything. So I can go ahead and take my gloves off and be done with the cleanup part since I'm done with the resin. Oops. Oops. Okay. Like I said, just clean this out. Put the spray inside and clean it. You might need to use multiple paper towels or baby wipes or whatever you use to get it clean. But it's better to go ahead and clean it now than wait till later. I mean, you can wait till it clean off and wait till it cure. Then sometimes you can peel it out, but it doesn't always come out so easy. So I just like to go ahead and get mine clean. So it's just a preference of choice. So when you want to clean them, before or after the resin in the container sets. But I like to clean mine before, because it doesn't always come out that easily once it's cured. And I mean, what's cured in there, and again, if you're one of those type people that it doesn't really make a difference if it got like a little bit of coating in the in your silicone mixed containers, but again, I like to have it completely clean. I mean, I don't think it'll hurt it anything, but I'm not one of those people that like to do that. It might kind of, because it's a coating in there of resin, you continue to do that, it's going to get the thick coating in there, and then your resin measurement might be off. So that's why I'd rather clean mine. Completely clean it. Squeaky clean. Okay, make sure I got everything clean. Got all my sticks clean. I think I got everything clean. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, I forgot this one over here. Forgot this one. Gotta clean this. Yep, picking up the wrong thing. So, yeah. I don't too much care that much about if it cures on my my stirring tools, but again, I'd rather have it off. And sometimes if it, you know, I don't get it all off, no biggie. I'm not gonna fret about it. I mean, again, because you can kind of like pick it off if you want it off once it cures. And again, it's not always that easy. Let's spray some more on the sides of this. I guess go on the bottom. Let's put it in there and clean it out. And then, like I said, sometimes you might need to, well, I know sometimes you will need to get a new paper towel or a clean paper towel or something. And again, and every time I never go in with a wet one because you don't want this sticking. So I will spray it again and the paper towel or whatever you're using to clean them out. So that is one little teaching part of this, is how to clean your tools when you get done with the resin. When you're done pouring, that is. Okay. You should get on the rim or around the outside. Sometimes it does go on the outside. And again, if you're not really particular about that, you can wait till it cures and peel it off later. Okay, I think I got all my tools cleaned. Okay, get all that out of my way. Let's get the plug over here. I need to unplug something. Let's see. Let's unplug this. Okay. So, okay, I can take my gloves off now. Wait a minute. Let's clean my gloves some more. What I do, let's spray my hands, rub around. You get it all off, and it comes off. Air dry. And then take them off. But I always like to take them off. Like I'm only using. Put them out there. See, they're clean. It's got sweaty in there though. Yeah, hands are good. Ooh, they moist. Let me dry my hands. Got a little sweaty in there. Okay. All right. So now let's get this baby plugged up. Let's stop bumping that. Oh crap, Trish. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, this doesn't want to come off. Okay, I got it. I've got it. Okay. Whew, that's hot. Alright, so we're going to plug this in. First time plug it in. So it beeps and it says it's off. That's, I guess, this to turn it off. And we're going to do to power on. And then we're going to set. I'm going to do this. It's 95 degrees now, so we're going to leave it there. So hit mode. No. You know what? I'm going to set it at 140 degrees. In mode. Yeah, on auto mode on. We'll hit timer. And let's do this for, I'll show you how this goes later, because I'm going to read the instructions at the one house. I'm going to set this for like 3 hours. 45, 50, 3 hours. And then see what it does. So 95 degrees now, so I'm going to see if it's going to start heating up or anything. Okay, it started. And it's done started. I don't know because I hit power or what. We'll figure it out. But it's going. I got it set at 100 and, what did I say? 140 degrees for 3 hours. We're going to come back in that 3 hours and check it and see what we got. And if we need to set it some more, we'll start it again. And I'm going to go in the house, guys. So, what time is it now? Okay. So, I'll come back out and check it in 3 hours. I'm going to see if I can find the instructions if they're in the house and read over them real quick and go from there. But I'll see you guys in 3 hours. Okay, so I'm back out here and it's about done. I don't know how many minutes exactly it has. It doesn't have a timer on it, so I'm not seeing one. I did come back here after 2 hours and check it, and it looked like it felt like it was cured then, but I just went ahead and let it do its 3 minutes, 3 hours, I'm sorry. After I went back in the house, I did go through YouTube and find a couple of videos on it, and I come back out here probably like a few minutes after I went back in the house, after I set this up and come back out, because I was watching videos and it said, well, one review was that one guy set the temperature up to like 158 degrees for like 2 hours, and he said the small pieces they messed up some kind of way, I guess because it was too hot or whatever. So I was like, let me go check and change it up. So I thought I had set it to 150 degrees, but I didn't. It was set preset at the preset of 95 degrees, so I left there. So I did take it up to like 104 because he said he lowered it down to 122 degrees and it was still too hot. So he said it was probably a good idea for small pieces to set it at 100 degrees. So I figured 104 would be okay. But it was cured when I come back here at 2 hours. But I said, let me go ahead and finish it, because I just took the top off this top, and I checked the ones on top, and they were cured. I said I'm going to go ahead and let it go ahead. I'll repeat myself. Go ahead and let it do its thing for the 3 hours that I set it at. So, and it does a cooling off thing, a cool down part. So I don't know if that's going to be after it does the 3 hours. It's going to start cooling down, because it said it shows up on the screen. At least I think that's what I saw on one of the videos when it was cooling down. So I was going to come out here and just stop it, but I think I better let it go ahead and cool down. So I don't know when it's just going to start doing that, but it's set at 104 degrees. Wait a minute, I can check the timer on it. And it's got 6 minutes. 6 minutes until it's done. I'm thinking after it does the 6 minutes, then it's going to do the cooling down part. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and turn this into review because it was the first time using it. Now, around the sides, there's no heat. I don't feel heat coming out. Even though there's like little holes right here, around here, around the top, right here, like here. I don't know if you can see it. And a couple on this side. It's like 4 holes. Yeah, 4 holes in the top. You can't feel anything coming out. It's not hot or anything. There's no air escaping from anywhere, so it's really good. So I think I'm going to like this machine. I'm going to start pouring my resin. And let's see what this is. Now this is already started. How much I got poured in this. And you can tell it's already cured up. So that's how much I got left in that. So that's going to be fun pouring some more resin in that thing. Okay, so it's done 5 minutes now. And it's going to start cooling off. I don't know if I'm going to let it cool off or not. I'm anxious now. And I started this like later in the afternoon, guys, and when I set it to leave to do this thing for 3 hours, it was 8 o'clock. It was like 3 minutes after 8, so I figured around 11 o'clock it'll be done. And my husband gets off work at 11, so he'll call me within 7 to 10 minutes after 11 o'clock when he gets out of the building on his way home. So yeah, I'm gonna be up anyway, so it'll be, I'm a night owl. So it does says on here that it's down to 5 minutes. And so again, when it gets to the end of its going for 3 hours, it's going to say cooling or cool, and it's going to cool down, and then it shuts off by itself. So I'm also going to go ahead and measure this for you, let you know how big this is across the top. So it's like 13 inches across, and with all, you know, I have all three of the trays in there. It's about, I'll say about almost 9 inches tall. So it's a nice size. Another thing why I got this was because I seen one that was like square and rectangled one, and it had like a circle in the middle, like a big opening in the middle, and I didn't like that one because you couldn't put certain size resin molds in there because of that hole. They had like the, see the little hole in the middle in there, if you can see that in the middle. It was like a bigger hole, and then it had like a guard around it, so you couldn't, you know, it was like you couldn't put anything in there. I mean, you couldn't put anything past the hole. So I didn't like that either, because then it's like it's taking up space. You don't, you know, if I want to, like, if I would have got that one and I want to put that mold in, I probably wouldn't have got it in there because it wasn't as big, and then that hole that was in the middle would have prohibited for me fitting that in there. So that's not. There's a lot of factors why I didn't get that one. Plus, I think it costed more. I think that was a factor as well. So let me see, what else can I think to tell you about this lovely machine. The one thing, like I said, is that the other one that I saw, you couldn't take, it was just like the different levels of it. The tray was attached to the grid. You couldn't take these out. You couldn't take this out. I mean, once you got, you know, whatever, and it said that you can turn it like a 180 degree turn, and it made it a little bit higher, but it wasn't as high. Okay, sorry, the hubby called. He's on his way home. So after, like I said, it timed down to the end of the 3 hours. Now it says cool on the screen, and it's probably been doing that for like a couple of minutes now, about a minute or so. So I don't know how long it's going to be cooling, but it does say on the front, on the little screen over here, cool. So it's cooling down, and then it'll shut off by itself. So let's see how long it's going to do that. I hope not long. Like I said, don't feel any air escaping from anywhere, even though the little holes on the top. But actually, I feel cool air now coming out of here. Before, when it was going, I didn't feel any air coming out of here. But now that it's cooling down, I feel cool air coming out the holes that's on the lid. It's 4 holes around the lid at the top. I'll show them to you when I take the lid off. But now I feel cool air coming out of there. Before, there was no air coming out. I mean, it feels like slightly warm, but it's not hot. You can touch it. It's not hot. You know, before. But now it's cooling down. I do feel cool air coming out of the little holes up on the lid here. So let's see how long it's gonna do that. Like I said, I was watching a video. I went in, I watched a couple of videos on it, and see if I was doing it right. So I did set it good at 3 hours. I could have left it at 2, because I did come out here at 2 hours and check it, and even the stick pieces looked like it felt like it was cured real good. I didn't take it out and check the top part of the lid where the little ball part is, so I didn't do that. Oh, I think I got air bubbles in it. I didn't take it out and check it, but oh well. I just want to check. I just wanted to see if this machine works, because it's going to be a game changer for my resin when I start doing more resin. And I have to start making inventory for my online shop. I've been doing it for the last 2 years, and I really gotta get it that guy. I'm a procrastinator. If y'all haven't known that, if y'all haven't realized that yet, I'm a procrastinator. I plan on doing things. I I just thought about getting it done. But once I start, it's gonna be all on my. I'm gonna be full gone on getting it done. So, oh come on, hurry up! I don't know how long it's gonna be cooling. Let me see. He called me. Let me see. He called 11:06. I talked to him for like 2 minutes almost. And so it's been going for about a minute. Going for a minute. Level 6 and level 7. It's 11:12. So I'm thinking it's probably gonna cool for like 10 minutes. That, there it goes. Maybe 5 then. So it's off. I'm just gonna go and shut it off. Nope, it is off. Okay, it's when it goes. It's off. When you, that's another thing. When you plug it up, it's gonna say off. Even though it's lit up, it's gonna say off. You have to push the power button to turn it on. So it did shut off. It says off in here, but I don't ever leave my machines plugged up out here, except my printer. But like my Cricut machines and everything else, I shut them off. I mean, I unplug them. Okay, so let's see. So what do we do first? So it's still bendy. I don't like that, but it is cured, and it's not as purple as it was when I first poured it. So they're bendy. So I'm going to leave it out, and it's got air bubbles in it, guys. And you know, I'm not really pressed about that because I just want to stick to the machine. So that's that. Let's clear off my mat here. And it's probably because that resin is old, so it's expected. Let me see if I can get more of my koi. I can't start it. Okay. Look at that. Yeah, he's bendy, but he's cute. Look at my koi fish. Ain't he pretty? That is so neat. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I don't know what I'm doing with him, but there it is. Okay, and here is my other mold. I got some fleshing over the edge, so I can just cut that off. I did an overpour on that, so I can cut that off. And it's got air bubbles in it. That's that. Let's do the words first. So, and this right here, I used the I can't get it out, guys. Oh crap. Okay, so you can see it better. The metallic inks. Good gravy, Trish. That's metallic inks. That's the, what color was that? The fuchsia? Doesn't look very fuchsia now, does it? Oh, well, no. Wait a minute. What color was those? Was it fuchsia? I know it's rose gold and fuchsia. Yeah. Rose gold and fuchsia. So is this the rose gold or the fuchsia? I think this is the rose gold one. It doesn't look metallic though. Let me really put my glasses on and look at it. I just put it on paper so y'all can see it. Yeah, I guess it this look a little metallic. I just probably should have added more. So there's that one. I hope it still continues to harden because it's still bendy. And like I said, that mold, that resin. I'm sorry guys, I didn't film because I'm trying to pick off the drips and drabs that got on the mold. I guess I can do that later. Okay, let's pop out Dream. It's demolding really good. I think I have an air bubble there, or is that the mold? Oh no, I don't. I got bubbles in it, but again, not a biggie. Cause I'll pour it again just because I like this machine. I don't mind pouring them again. I can keep these, but yeah, I bent it. I'll kind of put it back in. So there's Dream. I need to see if I can make this straight. Put this down so it's straight. Because this won't occur. I don't want it to do that. I want it to cure straight. Okay. And kiss. I like this thing. I think I probably need to put more color in it, more resin. And it went all the way through. See, it's all the way through. It didn't settle. Alcohols don't do that. It's just got a lot of air bubbles in it, or a lot of bubbles. But again, I'm not pressed. I'll use a different kind of resin the next time. I'm thinking it's just a resin. And I didn't put a lot of heat to it or alcohol. I was just trying to get the resin mixed to use the machine. So again, I am not mad about that, but I am impressed with the way how fast it cured. I will leave these out here until tomorrow, let them cure some more, and hopefully they'll stiffen up. And the last word, wish. This just feels more stiffer than the other ones. Easy to demold. And there is wish. I love it. With a little bit of flashing I gotta pull off. But for the most part, I like it. I like them. I like them. Let's put that there. Okay. Let's demold this first. Now I've used this mold before, and it is soft, but let's hope it. Look at there. Look at the stars. Isn't that pretty? What is that? Isn't that pretty? I like the color. There's no, I don't see a lot of stars. Oh, there goes some. But it's pretty. I love that color. Okay, let's demold. No, it's not. It's not air bubbles. It is the stars that settled in the bottom. I thought it had air bubbles in the thing, but look, guys. See, last time I did this, I didn't let it cure completely, and it pulled the little ball off. See, that's the ball that had come off the last time I made this mold. But look at that. I didn't pour enough resin in it. I didn't pour enough resin. It didn't get all the way around that. Dang it. But it's still okay. But there's a lid. I didn't pour enough resin into it. But there is the jar. I know next time. But again, those stars, I knew that's going to settle. So they settled in the top. I do like it though. Isn't that pretty? It's the bottom. I didn't pour enough resin in it. I didn't see that. I wasn't paying attention to that. I know next time. But that is my jar. Okay, let's go to the next level. Set that there. And let's do the bookmark. I overpoured this one. And this, my double is in level. And it's also bendy. It's got bubbles in it. Again, I'm not mad. I was just wanting to use the machine. So there's one bookmark, or whatever I tend to use it for. Something. But the machine works, guys. It does. I gotta make sure it's level next time. It's got serious elbows in this one. I mean, where you can see it on the surface. Like right there where the hole is. There's a serious elbow over there and all kinds of elbows on the bottom of it. But again, still like it. Like I said, I'm just impressed that the machine works. Okay, let's check out a little cherub. That's gonna take them all out. I think these are the rose gold ones. Now see, this one I like these most because they're not shiny. So the thing about it is when you have the surface of your mold is dull, the surface of your resin pieces are going to be dull. If they're shiny, then they're going to be shiny. So that's the same thing with that, with my jar. The inside of it was shiny. The outside, see how shiny that is? Because the surface of the mold was shiny. This one's not so, I guess it is kind of shiny. I don't know. This, the doesn't look like the lid is all that shiny. As much as the, but here I got some flashing to cut off, but these are my cherubs. And you can see that they're different, poses. If you can see those. Next time I'm doing a little more opaque. I thought they would be, but I'm guessing I'm going to have to put some other coloring in them. I'll make them completely opaque and not translucent so you can see them better. But there's the ones that are rose gold, supposedly. And those are the fuchsia ones. They don't look fuchsia, they're more like a coral color, more peachy color than fuchsia now. So those are cute. Cute, cute, cute. So I'm going to leave these out here. Let's see what they look like tomorrow morning. Or look like in the morning. And I'll show them to you later. This is bendy. And it's the first time I'm using this mold. There's some bubbles, but not a whole lot. Not a lot of, yep, yes it is, micro bubbles. It does work, guys. The machine works. It's just it's super bendy. So let me lay this down. I'm gonna go ahead and move this out of the way. There. here is that piece. Isn't that neat? Cool. So I'm gonna let these stay flat. I'm gonna put this on my mat. Now I don't want to stick into my table by any chance. And make sure it's straight. And so tomorrow I will come out and hopefully they are hard and not bendy anymore. See how they turn out. But the machine works, guys. I'm gonna have fun with it, and hopefully when I pour some more resin in these, I pour more resin. I'm gonna use better resin because that's some old resin. Y'all can tell it had some. No, that's a defect in my mold. I don't like that because when you get the defect in the mold, it's gonna show up in your piece. That sucks. I think I noticed that last time I used it and I just forgot about it. But yeah, these are the most help you can see. I don't want to move the mat over. But these are the pieces. I'm not going to demold this until I pour some more resin in there, but that's already cured too. But yeah, I probably didn't need the machine. I don't know. But it did. It is cured. It's really cool. Let me look at that mold again. Yeah, it's a dull mold. So, like I said, you see the surface of that? It's dull, so you're going to get dull pieces. I don't like that. I could probably try spraying some kind of gloss on it or something. But they really turned out cute. This one got his hand under his chin. Where's that piece of paper? This one has his hand under his chin. This one is, call it, I know the proper term is something else, but that's what it is. And this is the smallest one. And then this one. And this one. And the last one. And this one got a lot of flashing on it, and I can just cut that off. Neat. I wonder if I painted the back of them, would that show through? Like painted the back of them white just to see if that will show through more. I don't know. Let me see. But where are my good scissors? Where are my pointy scissors? I'm thinking I need to probably cut most of this flashing now before it gets hard. If it gets harder, because then it'll be hard to cut off. It's easy to cut it off while it's soft. Let's put it that way. Ooh. Come on now, Trish, stop dropping it. So I'm getting that. I'll get it off the rest. But yeah. Still a little bit on it, but I got most of it off. But they're cute! I will be pouring these again, of course. Oh, wait a minute. Did I show y'all this one? No. This one is showing, playing like a little flute. That's cute because you don't even see the holes in the flute, but it didn't cure. I mean, I got a big old air bubble at the end of it. But if you can see that, I don't know if you can see the holes in the flute down in there. But I got an air bubble on it. It didn't pour into it, but it's cool. Like I said, I was just testing the machine because I haven't did it yet. I haven't used it yet. But yes, guys, I like the machine. Now I'm going to start doing more resin pouring because it does cure faster. I just hope that these in the morning they won't be as bendy. That they will harden up some more. But it did cure. It did cure fast. I like that. This is still bendy. So like I said, we're going to let it sit for another 24 hours, how long it's taking, to see if it actually hardens up. This fish, my koi fish, really turned out really good. It turned out really good. Micro bubbles, but hey. So since it was later in the evening, and I couldn't really see the resin real good, I didn't have my glasses on. Got my contacts in, guys. I'm nearsighted. Probably told y'all this before, but when I'm looking at stuff up close, I can't see, so I need my readers. It's crazy because I'd rather wear my contacts, but I'm still having to end up wearing glasses when I look up stuff up close. But this is, I'm going to call it a review for the Istoyo resin curing machine. It works. I love it. And I'm going to now start pouring resin more often. And I got all kinds of resin. I've been buying resin, so I got plenty of resin. I just used that resin because it was old. You can see. And some of it spilled in the box, guys. That's why I don't have the same amount of the hardener as I do the resin, because some of it spilled in the box. I don't know why. No, I always make sure my resin's closed tightly. Where's the darn box? But somehow it still spilled. It spilled. So that's what happened with that. I guess it'd be better to just go ahead and start storing my resin upright, and I wouldn't have that problem. Normally I do, but I had it out here, and it's still in the boxes that they were shipped in. So that's why that is. But I checked my other resins, and they have none of them spilled. Because they haven't been opened. So that's why. But thanks, guys, for watching, and y'all stay tuned for some more resin pouring with the machine and curing with the machine. I love it, and I love that you guys join me. I want to thank, I've been meaning to do this, guys. I keep saying, every time I film a video, then I forget, like, I'm so sorry. I love all you guys. I love all of my followers, and I'm so happy that you're following me. I appreciate all of you know, my followers, my subscribers, and for those that you're watching that haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button and click the like button if you like this video. And I'll just be trying to get more stuff done out here. This is bugging me. I want to cut that off, but I don't feel like going all the way over there to get a knife out of my... I thought I kept one over here. But this flashing on this one is irking me. I want it cut off. And I usually keep a knife, X-Acto knife over here, but I think I put them all up in my little storage container that they're in over there. But I thought I would always try to keep one available in my little spinner thingy here, but there's not one in there. Well, anyway, okay, no biggie. Okay, well, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and till later, happy crafting. Bye.